Oh my God, 28.
Hi guys.
Hello. We're back. What's today? Monday. Hello guys. It's Monday. I had to think about it. I don't know what time warp I'm in at the moment. Coming back from Bar Convent on a Thursday, just kind of threw everything into a
different
spin
loop
for me. Yeah. So anyway, welcome to Soul Palate. I'm Dee.
I'm Kapri, y'all.
And Soul Palate is a podcast where we bring black and brown people to the table, honey. We taste spirits. We normalize the black and brown palate, the black and brown experience. We pull away from more westernized lexicons,
yes.
westernized verbiage, and
we
talk a little bit, a lot of shit. And welcome back for those people who already been listening. Welcome and thank you for those who are new. Mm-hmm. And we hope you stay a while. So,
welcome to Soul Palate Quiet Storm version. We will be
Storm version.
Chilling out tonight and talking to you slow, smooth, and nice. That's how I feel like it's happening right now.
It's giving the fucking jazz station.
Yes.
Slow, smooth, and nice.
I always thought if I would be like, is my voice good?
And I'm always like, in color.
Do radio people actually have a radio voice, or they?
Yes, absolutely. Some people's radio voice that is actually how they talk, but some people turn it on like, and now it is WPGC 95.5. Like, what? Ow. Like my throat hurts.
You are okay.
Oh my God.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I feel like people do have. I'm just always like, is it their natural, like this how they speak all the time?
That's fucking hilarious.
Because I don't have a podcast voice. I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
This is how I talk. And my voice is gone. My voice is still a little struggly. After Bar Convent, y'all, so forgive me, but this is what you got.
Your skin is glowing today, Dee. Yes, we're having a golden hour.
I steamed today.
Okay.
I hadn't steamed in a few days. I needed to extract.
Yeah.
So I steamed and exfoliated and did all the things. A little mini facial today. So
yes.
Thank you.
Taking care of
myself. I've been feeling a little dry. Mm-hmm. Yesterday I took a shower, but that was about it.
How have you been feeling? I feel like this summer has been a bit drier than usual. Usually we're walking through water and humidity.
It's not the same humidity. Mm-mm. It's not giving my skin what it's supposed to get.
Yeah, right?
Not what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
The world just wants me to move to a Caribbean island.
Like DC. This is one of the things I love about my city was that it is humid as fuck.
A nice humidity.
And my skin is always giving.
A nice humidity.
It's not doing the same. It's not zhuzhing the same. I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe it's you transplants coming to move here, taking up too much space.
Ooh, maybe it's not
doing
black
something
people.
to the environment. Maybe it's not black people.
Actually, I'm going to put that in my West Tea because I saw a video. Damn, I wonder who I saw it on.
It's gonna come to you.
But I know what it was about. But it goes back to not being enough black people in the city. But yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all, guess what we're back with? Bourbon.
Yes.
But this time we're tasting through Penelope.
That's true.
So the reason I chose Penelope this time is because we just got the new rosé cask in the batch 3. So yeah,
guess who's fucking excited about that one?
Nice releases this year, actually. So it's about time I gave them a little moment.
I am so excited for the rosé guys. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen a rosé.
My aunt loves this one. Shout out to my aunt Mickey. Hey girl.
Hi.
She stayed by from Sealbox, but she's one of my faves. So I like to have her come in and taste stuff. She's like, okay, give me that one. I'll take that bottle. Thank you. Oh, I'll take that one. Thank you. So yes. Well, y'all, we're doing Penelope.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do our first sip, and we'll get into our ketchup. Like I'm not the person with the information. Hold on, y'all. Sorry.
I can read it too. All right, y'all. So the first one up is the Penelope Rose Cask Rosé Finish Cask. See, batch 3, I can't do this. 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey finished in 100% Grenache Rosé wine cask. That's awesome.
I don't know why it said that twice, but
God,
Southern France. Oh, what just took place?
Okay, barrels used are aged 3 to 4 years. Okay, and then the barrel char is number 4. The staves, and the head is number 2 char. Oh, whoa, Jesus. Okay,
interesting. Okay, so number 4 staves, number 2 heads. What's the?
Sorry, y'all, my computer is.
So the heads of the Oh, because Creative Cloud is doing its own thing right now. So
Okay.
we're having
I was like, it's freaking
computer things happening at the same time, trying to do our fucking jobs here as official potters. So.
Okay, we're still recording. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. What was I about to say? Okay, so the heads. So I'm assuming that just means the two ends of the barrel.
Yeah, two ends of the barrel are number 2 char, and then our staves are number 4 char.
That's an interesting little combination.
That is an interesting combination, and I also wonder what could be like the difference in the mix. And I feel like someone's talked to me about this.
Penelope is one of those distilleries that really loves to play with char levels.
Okay,
like they play with it a lot. Like for instance, even on because one of our expressions that we're trying is their toasted series that came out the most ciao.
It's gonna be a great show.
Recent, not previous. So I had to pause and collect my fucking tongue because it clearly was on a different mission. So the most recent release of their toasted series is a level 2 and 3 char.
Okay.
With a medium toast. So
yeah, I haven't had
around with that a lot.
I don't think I've had a level 2 in a very long time.
Yeah, everything is usually sitting around 4 or 5 char, between 3 and 5.
Between 3 and 5 for sure. Non-chill filtered, which is pretty cool, and then also 94 proof here. So yeah, 94 proof is pretty low for us.
Yeah,
that's pretty low.
Yeah,
but here we go.
All of these are on the. I mean, I'm not gonna say lower end because I think the rest go above. Well, no, because the next one's like 134 proof. Never mind. I was about to be a whole loud here in these streets.
134 proof. That sounds crazy as fuck.
It's fucking delicious though.
134? I don't know what's going on here, guys.
Wait till we do it. I need to do like a category where it's like all of my like super high proofs. So like 125 and up. Because I have all the way up, I think, to like 150. So... that'll be an interesting one. Gotta get we're gonna need a lot of water. A lot of water for that one.
I mean, I feel like you've been prepping me anyway, so
I absolutely have been. I've been working, Capri. Okay. I don't know how obvious I'm being about it, but I've been working Capri.
But it definitely has created a new a new level of love in whiskey, because I was definitely abandoning it for a while, and that's because I kind of abused the way I was drinking it. It was lots of shots, like I was shooting rye. Who does that? Yeah, I mean, like, what? But I fucking loved it. And then, like, you know, when I early on of going to distilleries and stuff like that, shooting was straight out of the barrel, and like just making dumber decisions and not, I mean, appreciating it. But now that my palate has grown so much, this has definitely shown me that, like, I understand why whiskey lovers are whiskey lovers, because there's such an explorative part of whiskey.
It's such an art.
It's such an art, and also it's nature's art. Like, yes, people are doing certain things and create.
But it's all a bunch of experiments.
That is like, what is nature going to do in this moment if I put these things in this place? Very scientific.
It's literally a combination of science and nature.
Yeah,
like,
melding which is
into art.
Glisten. No,
art imitating life.
Yeah. And working as one. So it's just it's to say all that, I think she has been working me, but it has been for my benefit. Yeah, exactly. It's been working, right? Okay, here we go. So I definitely smell like that strawberry banana-ness of a rosé.
Yes.
But also, I didn't know rosé sat in barrels, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it spends a little time.
Yeah.
But does it? Oh, yeah, I guess it has to, but because the pink color comes from the skins, correct? It's just less time with the skins, so it doesn't get that deep color like it would if you're looking at like a Pinot or, you know, Cab, so on and so forth. So, I never even thought about the fact that, it goes in a barrel at some point.
That, well, maybe I guess some do, some don't. All up to the
I guess that's why it varies in color.
Yeah.
There are going to be some that are much darker, almost close to how some whiskeys would look.
This does have...
So it smells to me like a white... like, you know those white chocolate covered strawberries you can get at Godiva?
Okay. Absolutely.
It smells like that.
Yeah, absolutely. But it also kind of has like... this weird artificial sugar smell. Not that there's artificial in it, but to me it's like, how do I explain? Like a candy of some sort. Out of the chocolate realm, but I definitely get that white chocolate. It's really tasty. It's just
for me, it smells like maybe what I'm getting is like
maybe
processed
medicinal
caramel, like a caramel candy. Yeah, because it almost smells to me like the caramel that would go around like a candied apple.
There we go. Yeah.
Like, just minus the apple because there's strawberry all up in through
Something very processed.
Yeah.
But it's really leaning for me, too, also, though, like, floral and, like, pink flowers, white flowers.
Sure. Perfumey, but not, like, in an artificial way. For
if we could start giving
like,
whiskey colors, I would give this pink and white.
Yeah, absolutely. It would literally be
outside of
Dusty
this label.
Rose, like your shirt. It's giving Dusty Rose. I like that.
The label was correct. Look at me match
The label was correct. Actually, yes, you matched the label. It's giving coordination.
I love it. We're going to go. That rosé is heavy. Strawberry banana again for me.
Wow.
Sweet raspberries. And then at the end you get that grain.
Oh my God,
something. What is this made from?
Because it's a 4 grain. So Penelope does 4 grain. But it is bourbon.
So that means malted barley, corn, rye, wheat.
Wheat, malted barley.
Yeah, you get all of that. Like you just get how
I got like a waft of that wheat influence.
Exactly. It was at the end after I tasted most of the other stuff.
It's definitely like towards the finish.
Oh, now it smells like strawberries and cream. I think that goes back to your white chocolate.
White chocolate, yeah. It just smells like a Godiva store. You always smell that fucking white chocolate first. What is up with that? Godiva is supposed to be a chocolate shop. White chocolate is not actually chocolate. It's blasphemy.
What is that? What is the story behind white?
That's a great question. Yes, please Google that. Oh my God. Hold on. So, we made it through Bar Convent, y'all.
Yes, we did.
And worth celebrating, we made it through Bar Convent with no problems.
Oh my God.
It was very unproblematic.
It was beautiful. We had a great time.
Fucking time.
Beautiful black women around us. Beautiful black people around us. Beautiful people of color around us. And then great white people around us.
I was going to say, and then great white people. Yes.
We had
Shout
great
out to
white.
Julia. Shout out to Bridget. Shout out to LJ.
Yes. Oh
what is LJ?
God.
Ethnicity-wise. Is he white?
I'm pretty sure he's white as fuck.
Okay. I was going to say, sometimes it can be a little paler, but be Latino,
That's
whatever.
True.
So
I mean, his hair was very
LJ,
suave.
I don't know what LJ stands for, so I always try to ask. But for right now, you're a great white guy, LJ. Like love it.
No, LJ's fucking great. We had great people.
Good time.
I had a great time.
We did some recaps on IG for those who may not have seen them because Instagram is still not fully making our shit visible.
I don't understand
it's just fucking insane.
It's really annoying.
You know, we still here.
But my reels on the reel that I posted for BCB on my personal page is back to the regular.
Yeah, so my day one joint got a lot of views.
Yeah. So
we'll at least compared to like some others. Look,
it could also be the residual.
And just see what the fuck
could also be the residual of everything, right? Like if a lot of people are at one thing.
Yeah, that stuff tends to circulate.
Yeah, because it's trending in that moment.
It's in the algorithm.
It's in the algorithm. So that might mean that like Tails things might come through really well. Yes. We'll see.
We gotta be active.
Stupid. It's like real life Twitter
during Tails. We're gonna be adult drunk. So we'll be active.
Oh my God! Yes, we did really great with our drinking.
Yes, there was a lot of low ABV, no BV.
Yes,
and I was
really
enjoyable.
Good.
Yes.
And tasty. So okay, shout out to Liars, but we wanted to taste.
Quick shout out because we still need that sponsorship. Yeah, feel me.
We wanted to taste all of their stuff, and
try to let us taste everything.
That girl did not want us to taste everything, and Nick did say try it with the sodas, because they're weird, but we didn't care. We wanted to
taste the essence of
everything that was going on.
We are open to tasting weird,
and she was not trying to give it to us. Don't get me wrong, though, that spritz was delicious.
Maybe they were trying not to turn us off,
but the spritz was delicious. And also made me feel like I was drinking. Like the things that she created for us made me feel like, oh yeah, I'm about to feel nice, which is great.
And I felt nothing, but it was great.
That's the point. And that was like great. Now all I got to do is drink for like 2 hours instead of 17 hours. And I don't have to, but like
let me know that it's really all just mental. Like I just enjoyed having cold bubbles.
It was
in my hand,
but like the carbonation being the level of a sparkling wine,
and not like that Yeah.
Or not like
not
sparkling
that
water
half flat,
or
like weird. Yeah. That's
Perrier,
why I like a
not
Topo
Topo.
Chico.
Yeah.
Like those type of brands. I like heavy bubbles.
I don't like
if
heavy
I want
bubbles.
I want bubbles.
I like if the bubbles are nice, I like them to be soft. For me, Topo Chico is literally punching my throat. I'm like, why are we going through this? I have to dilute my Topo Chico.
Why are we going through this?
I have to dilute my Topo Chico. I have to literally put half water, half Topo.
Ice cold.
Ice cold. So like, yeah, that's how I like my Perrier though, because Perrier has softer bubbles.
I love Perrier.
They have beautiful bubbles.
They do,
and their flavors are actually really tasty.
They are.
I'm gone.
So finally.
I guess, but now I knew.
So now you're down to the regulars.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew that when I got down to the bottom, I was gonna miss the fuck out of these things because I started to fucking love them.
I still have the one case of each you gave me. I mean, I've been drinking some of them, but I've been drinking them slow. I kind of just have to crave them when I'm craving.
Yeah, I guess technically it was slow because I got those back in
a while ago. I don't even know what month that was.
But I wanted it to last a year. I did. I mean, these might
last a good little while.
This is. I don't like the regular one. I love the flavor ones.
For real.
I drank my last pineapple last night. I was like, gonna miss this.
The pineapple ones are bomb.
What? Peach was my favorite.
I have mine not even hidden under my little nook or whatever, but I keep them out of sight.
Yeah.
Because if Ross sees them, she'll drink them. If she don't really see them like that, she'll forget they're there and won't drink them. I go through stuff slow.
Don't tell her your secrets.
She will fucking devour them.
Okay,
she likes sodas and shit, but
listen to this, guys.
Okay,
the origin of white chocolate is, to a large extent, not clear.
See, I knew something was wrong with that shit. Let me tell you a little motherfucking something. My instinct never fails me. I stay away from shit. I don't question myself. I don't question why. I just stay away. And that is why I stay away from white chocolate. It's not chocolate. Not only is it not chocolate, we don't really know what the fuck it is.
Let's listen to this. However, the consensus is that Nestle started the production of white chocolate commercially in 1936. Can we not go here? Do we all feel
a corporation made it up to appeal to you?
We know exactly
white
why.
Lovers.
This is the only reason. That has to be.
And ain't nobody even asked what the fuck is in it. Y'all thought
this
that
is
somebody
what it says,
was out here growing white cacao?
It was one of their ways of utilizing excess milk powder during World War I.
Milk powder? See, that's why it's nasty. Chelsea.
Guys.
I'm good.
Okay, next week, I'm not going to read this all right now.
Benefits of white chocolate? Ain't no benefits of white chocolate.
Bitch,
What they say is the benefits of white chocolate?
It is capable of improving cardiovascular health.
Really?
It improves blood circulation. It reduces our vulnerability to heart diseases.
What site is this? The Nestle site?
What site is this?
The .org.
And it assists in lowering blood pressure.
Yeah, okay. What properties in it? If we don't know what's in it, what's the properties that...
Oh, there's a museum.
The Chocolate Museum.
Chocolate Museum and Cafe.
I mean, okay, I'm going to trust the museum. I hope you're being honest about it.
I guess in Orlando?
God, that looks bomb. I could go for a piece of lava cake from Chart House right now. Oh, my God.
I mean, it's pretty like a legit ass. It's kind of
House.
cool that they have this education on this like cafe site.
Museum.
But, yeah.
I'm staying away from white chocolate.
I mean, I like white chocolate. I'm not
with it.
But we're gonna read this later.
Milk or dark me.
Look. During the process of this chocolate, the dark colored solids of the cacao beans are removed from the fat content.
Oh, so they use the fat content from the cacao and fucking milk powder.
Yeah, I guess so. Yep. They are not combined with other ingredients. That is where white chocolate originated. Huh. Okay.
That's interesting.
Wow. All right.
Well, still won't see me eating it, but there you go, y'all. For those who like it, now you at least have some information about it.
There we go.
That's wild.
White chocolate for you.
Okay. So, yes, y'all, we worked the Westford booth. It was fun.
Yes.
As far as I know, all the old fashions got great responses, but I mean, of course. And yeah, there was a lot of really good parties, and Kapri didn't let me sleep.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 days. We had to do what we had to do. 2 days. And we still missed a lot. That's what was so crazy about this.
That's the crazy part.
I look back at other people's, I was like,
so much to do.
What? But like, we were having such a good time where we were. Like, 2 hours go by and it was midnight.
And it was like time to go to the next thing, or that thing was about to end. So,
yeah. It was a lot. I thought we were moving fast.
At the end, we were like rushing to get to the sorority party.
We made it and nobody was dancing.
And nobody was dancing.
And I was like, What? So we danced our ass off. I danced my ass off. I don't give a
I was
fuck.
gonna say it was still fun.
I still fucking
And
threw my titties, threw
yummy.
my ass.
There was a lot of titty throwing.
Somebody came up to me and was like, "You really came out here with no bra?" I was like, "Yes, bitch. I was no bra yesterday and no bra today."
It's definitely giving
Y'all
no
are
bra
going to see.
today.
Y'all are
Thank
going
you.
to listen.
Sorry, those
y'all
are
are going to like.
Well,
My
you're
titties
welcome.
are a thing. They
Titties are a thing.
The universe and the industry understand. I'm not
what?
wearing no bra.
Episode title: Titties are a thing. In case no one knew, so is titty throwing.
Listen,
And we threw a lot of titties last week. Throw.
Oh my God, I'm so excited about this with her dog because that shit had me cracking up yesterday. Should we go to our second taste?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wait.
Our second taste. We're gonna go ahead and cheers.
Oh my God. That's cheers.
It was a great fucking
Let's cheers
time.
our cocktail. So
Oh yes.
shout out to Erica. Made this delicious cocktail.
Ooh.
That was good.
Catch that.
Yes. And she just threw an event and it was awesome. It was successful. She created her first cocktail ever created. Because she's a song.
She's not a bartender, y'all. She's a song.
She's very, very. She's my wine person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And so she created a low ABV cocktail with sherry. I believe it was Amontillado sherry. I think it's Coca Americano, Benedictine, and cardamom bitters. And it's delicious.
Good.
It's really, really great.
We've got a theme for the day with like gold beverages.
Yeah, and they're beautiful.
Which is so funny. Considering one of the Kickstarter questions. So
yes. Okay.
So I'm gonna sip my water and I'm gonna do the second sip.
Okay. Yes.
Penelope American Light Whiskey. So this one came out this year as well.
American Light Whiskey.
It's interesting. So the classification itself is considered American Light. What exactly that means, I don't know. I should have looked it up, but yeah, the classification is light whiskey. The source is MGP. Proof is 134.6. But it's the interesting part of it is that it is 13 years old at this color. And the mash is 99% corn, 1% malted barley.
All right.
People were kind of clamoring for this one when it went up for sale.
That's a lot of corn.
It's a lot of fucking corn.
Maybe that's why they called it light whiskey. Cause don't you have like corn whiskey is supposed to be light? I don't know. Corn whiskey is something else. I don't know. I feel like I've seen light whiskey.
Because corn whiskey is like 100% corn, right?
Right.
So a bourbon can still be 100% corn.
I think as long as it meets the
I guess if
other
it's white,
ones.
it's not bourbon, it's corn whiskey.
Yeah, I don't
If it's 100% corn distillate,
yeah,
but it's not aged.
so it's
so
not
it
aged or
can't be
aged in
bourbon.
new barrels, I think.
Okay.
Or
so if it's
old or
aged
used
in
barrels.
Used barrels.
Yeah.
Then it can't be considered bourbon.
Right. But if it's 100% corn in new barrels and then you take it to 2 years and then all that other stuff, then
Okay.
it's bourbon, right?
I guess, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, because it doesn't have any specifications that any other grain has to be in it. It just says a minimum of 50%.
A minimum of 51%.
So, yeah.
You definitely smell that motherfucking corn.
Okay, so you know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this. This reminds me of the Spiritless.
Of their Kentucky one.
Yeah.
Really?
The smell of it.
I haven't smelled that since the competition, so.
The smell of it is just giving this like fresh cinnamon, like almost like cinnamon toast crunch.
It is giving cinnamon toast crunch. Exactly. I was trying to pinpoint like what's the cinnamon other flavor combo here that I'm getting. Like,
it's like
because I'm getting like sweetness that can be caramel, but could also be like a darker sugar.
Yeah.
Like.
And I guess if you think about it, it
Cinnamon
is
toast
cornbread-ish.
Yeah.
Also cherry.
Sweeter tart.
Sweeter. But not like overly sweet.
Yeah, not like Luxardo.
No. Just like cooked fresh cherries, if that makes any sense. But it brings out some of the sweetness. Damn fire. Oh my God, I'm going to get you one of these days.
You need you a zapper, bitch.
I do, though.
I get so much satisfaction zapping them motherfucking flies. Ooh. Can't stand a bug.
I'm just like, why?
Only ones I don't mess with is bees and ladybugs. I leave those alone.
Why are they fucking with me?
Oh God, so good. I forgot how good this was.
It was bubblegum for me.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yikes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Cinnamon. It's a lot more cinnamon.
Yeah.
Baking spices, period. 'Cause I'm getting more than cinnamon, actually.
Yeah. And some vanilla, like a vanilla muffin.
Yes. Something baked vanilla. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Woo!
Woo!
For real though. Ooh.
I get lemon on the nose now.
Huh. I'm getting like, oh man, what is it? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Crikey.
My God, every time.
Crikey, we spilled another one.
Exactly, like every motherfucking time.
Every bloody time.
Are you still watching The Boys?
No.
Come on, man.
After the exploding dick, I just kind of needed a moment. That was a lot visually.
This season is fucking good.
It's good.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, they're getting, like, every season has gotten better for me. Like, first season, damn, that was crazy. Second season, oh, shit. This season, I'm like, that's how I feel. You know how when that girl with, like, very small ponytail, she was, like, just looking like, like, that's how I feel about this season.
Okay. I'm going to watch
Ooh, coconut. Coconut cake. That's also what's giving like the vanilla.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow, coconut cake is so accurate.
I was like,
because it's like the
pastry?
Toasted coconut flakes.
Yep. And like the vanilla cake on the inside.
Yeah. Ooh, that actually sounds like really
so good right now.
I'm craving like a piece of cake.
Me too. Just something nice.
It's approaching the end of the month. That's why, because child's approaching that time.
Damn. Mine's
oh, shoot fly, don't bother me.
Period.
Oh,
I think you rattled its brains.
Rattled its brains. I just processed what the fuck you just said.
Oh, I looked over it was like, I was like, oh.
That's the I did hit it. We came into contact. I try to make an impact. If I'm the fuck.
Okay, so even with the water, it's still a bit peppery for me.
Yep.
You ever had pink peppercorns?
Yep.
That's exactly what it's giving for me.
Love pink peppercorn.
Oh, it's so great to be tasting again. I like this one.
Because I tell you what, it's just good.
And it's a green label that's not a rye.
Amber maple syrup.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
So there's grades to maple syrup, just like there's grades to sugar.
Okay.
So that it's like there's this maple syrup I tried from Trader Joe's before I got it for like cocktails. It's not as deep in color or in flavor as like I guess we'd call it grade A or whatever maple syrup. That darker, richer maple. It's not that. It's very much given like more like this. Like,
that's awesome.
If you're tasting
taste that.
maple at all, it's really light and a little brighter.
Nice.
So it reminds me of that.
That's awesome. I need to taste that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, look for most like a Harris Teeter or Wegmans, something like that. They'll have it.
Nice. I know.
That's good. Girl, that's gonna drop real soon. As hot as it is outside. Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah, with it or not, I got a couple of questions. One of them I wanted to smoke first because it was one of those like it could never really end type of questions, depending on how deep you get. So I'm gonna start with the lightweight joint.
All right.
What color would you choose to describe yourself and why?
It in the last 3 years has been green.
Love it. Green.
Yeah. If you guys don't know
about
my
color,
and like all the shades, like my house has a lot
of green
in it. I try to put a lot of green into my wardrobe, and I just try to channel that color because I just think it's one of those colors that when you see the pop of it in any background, you love it. Like it gives life.
I'm looking around and I see a green, even in stuff that's not necessarily intentional, like bottles, plants, the Perrier, even colors of liquor bottles, like
books.
That's so funny.
Look,
books. Oh, and I just got the allies. Got you the green
everything.
label.
Yeah.
So clearly you're channeling
my hookah,
green.
my My Underberg. I know she that's actually pretty old. She's not coming back, but she's not dying either. So I'm not mad at her for going through this stress.
Do you spray her leaves?
I don't. But I wipe them.
You should spray them.
Yeah.
Apparently they like that. It's like if they were getting rained on, but not really.
They do. They live a struggle life like I do. So, you know. They know I love them. I check on them every day. They get their water. And that's about it. I'm a bare minimum plant mom.
I've been trying to make it a point to at least spray my. I don't do it often enough, but when I think about it, I'll spray the leaves and stuff like that. I had to change the location of my little ivy. Plant or whatever, and it's very happy in its new location.
Oh, good.
It gets more sunlight immediately in the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
I had to do the front of my house instead of the back side of my house.
Okay.
To get more sunlight over there.
Your windows is facing.
The back side of my house is blocked essentially by my neighbors.
Houses.
Yeah, it's annoying. So I was like, oh, let me shift you. We could get sunlight over here, and she is very happy there. And it looks great on my credenza. So
yeah, good. That's what's up.
Yes. So green. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, even in your picture.
Tell you, it's in like during the winter time. If I see a tree that's still green in the snow or the cold gray, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. When it's raining during the summertime, the green is popping. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying, like. Green in the desert, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like you see green on the beach, you love it. Like it's just like green's a dope ass color.
Green is a dope color. Apparently, it is J-Lo's lucky color. I watched her documentary.
Wow, I've been thinking about it.
It was good.
Okay,
it was good.
The halftime, Showtime, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's called Halftime. It was good.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up.
Watching her process, I was like, J-Lo's a fucking beast. Proud to be a fellow Leo with J-Lo. She's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Dog. For her to be over 50.
Yeah, no. That's actually crazy.
And just my fucking body.
It's just like she's over 50. Diddy's over 50. They looking real good.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
First of all, I mean, it helps to be a millionaire.
Oh,
easy to look good when you got millions at your disposal. But
yes.
Hard workers, though.
Yeah.
Still. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
Neither is looking at retirement.
No.
Anytime so.
Yeah.
So, yes, green is her lucky color. So you'll notice in a lot of like significant moments for her award shows, interviews, etc. She's wearing green somewhere. And that's on purpose.
That's awesome.
I love that. I was like, oh, you know what? Never thought about what my lucky color is.
Uh-huh. Oh, is that why this question came up?
Signified? No, actually. It just made me think of it when I saw it.
Nice.
But I've never even thought about what color I've worn when significant stuff has happened. So I guess now I'm going to pay attention, at least write a note when something really good happens or whatever. Just note what colors I had on that day and see if there's a pattern.
When I won Cocktail Queen, I was in blue.
Okay. I'm loving blues. Just like you're channeling more greens and stuff. Blue is everywhere in my house right now.
Okay.
Fucking love blues.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying your color is?
No, mine is gold.
Gold. Yeah, we've already.
You would describe myself? Yeah. Gold. All day. Easy call. It would either be between that or like deep purple.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
But I'm always attracted to like stuff that seems like regal, that's a bit extra. Like I love actual physical gold.
Yeah.
So I channel gold everywhere. It's in my nails. It's always.
Yeah.
I wear white gold. I don't do silver. So I just love gold.
I've been falling back in love with silver actually. I'm just like, wow, this is a nice silver piece.
And I have some great like silver necklaces.
Yeah.
And I have some great silver rings.
Yeah.
And I will wear them. But not as often as I wear gold.
No, gold.
I have one pair of silver earrings.
Yeah.
I need more. Because that's kind of why I don't wear silver anywhere else.
Right.
Or I could mix it up, I guess. But I'll mix sometimes white gold and yellow gold.
Yeah.
And not give a fuck about it.
Yeah, that's real.
Especially since I can't change my wedding band color. So the fuck, I'm mixing it anyway. So I might as well, if I want to do 2 white gold rings and gold necklaces and earrings. And that's what the fuck I'm going to do.
Doesn't matter.
But gold is definitely my color.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Love it. Love it.
Let's see.
What's next?
Okay. Is free will real or just an illusion?
I think you could say it's both. Because your illusions can be real. That's the point of it being illusions, I think, right? Like, I just feel like the brain is so powerful that an illusion can become reality. Mm-hmm. So it's really just about how you feel it to be, which recently that all comes down to perception. So do you feel like you have free will?
I feel like I have free will to the extent that the larger entity allows, right? Like, we have free will to choose things, but we are limited to the amount of options we have to choose from. Like, we live in a capitalistic society. If we live in a socialist society, that free will would be vastly limited. Technically, we have a choice, but it's like, you're either doing this or you're doing nothing.
Right.
Is there really free will if I don't want either?
Yeah.
But I still am picking because I just have these two.
Right.
And do you believe in fate?
I don't believe in fate, but I do believe all things happen for a reason.
You don't believe in fate? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was my follow-up question was, does fate exist? And if so, then can we really have free will?
I don't believe in fate. I believe that, everything happens for a reason, but I also believe that there are so many options of what can happen and can lead you into so many different paths.
An infinite amount of paths, right?
Yeah, and my infinite amount of paths means I have an infinite amount of fates, which makes does fate actually exist? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like
I guess fate does imply that there's like this
only
automatic end goal that happens. And then everything that happens on the way to that was predestined to happen because of that end goal. Yeah, which also makes a trap. Yeah. You're trapped. When you think about, like, especially when people are like, this is my only purpose. I'm like, is it? There's so many purposes, though.
Yeah.
I feel like my purpose changes, like, every other year or something. Like, in terms of what I feel like my purpose is, at least.
I don't know. I don't think I believe in fate at all. I just think that I've seen so many things and read so many stories about, like, fate being the downfall. You're always trying to get away from it. Because it's kind of like...
Especially, like, because I was watching... I don't know if you ever watched that show, Reign. It was on CW at one point. Reign is in REIGN.
Okay.
Like monarchy.
Okay.
But they had the spirit guide or whatever that could tell you what was happening. Essentially telling you the future or whatever. Which then they felt was fate. So if they tell you so-and-so's going to die in a year or some tragic way, you feel like it's fate that person's going to fucking die. But shit happened in the midst of that time. That year passed and Shorty ain't died. Mm-hmm. That's because other shit happened aside from... So she has plants, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But,
oh my God.
So other shit took place within that time span that diverted that path to something else. He still wound up dying at some point, but not within the time frame that was predicted or whatever. Yeah. So that's interesting. You know, I don't know why I expected you to say you did think fate existed. Damn.
Nah.
And to think, I know
it's fated to be happened. Fuck that shit. Just no.
You know what? That's so true though, because I definitely thought at one point I was destined to be a publicist like Samantha Jones on Sex and the City.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There was definitely a moment in my life. Then I got to college
and I was like, I don't want to do this PR shit. Not for nobody else.
Definitely, there was definitely moments in my life that I felt like my destiny was
meant to. It was meant to. There's stuff I felt like was meant to happen.
Yeah.
There was stuff I feel like the universe definitely co-conspired, right? But the universe conspired because in that moment, that's what I focused on and wanted.
Yeah.
If it was predestined for me to want that shit, I would have took a whole different route. Like, if I knew I was going to be where I am right now, I would not have needed to go to college.
Right. I believe so much in the power of the mind, right? Like, I believe, like, we are real-ass magicians. And what I mean by that is that humans are so special because if a huge collective of us, or even yourself by yourself, can believe so hard in a thing, it can happen and it can come to fruition.
Absolutely.
Do you know how crazy that is?
Look at Georgia voting Democrat.
Look how that's really insane. That even just like about like future things and stuff like that. And sometimes I even think about religion in this way. It's just kind of like, maybe these things do exist because people believe in them so much that they have to exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lot of energy being put into it existing.
And we are like
creative.
Which is, if you talk about we're made in our creator's like image, then that's what's happening all the time. So for me, I think when you believe that, you can believe in free will, because my free will is to choose to believe as much as I can in these certain things to make them come true, to make them come to fruition, along with the work that comes with also choosing, because free will is choosing and then being and living in that choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I think that's very, important. And I think with that, then I could change my own fate. in the end of the day. If I believe in fate, I'm doomed. That's what I feel.
I guess believing in fate does kind of imply that you then have no choice in what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
And you kind of give up to that. Like, you surrender to that, whatever that idea of what's fated to happen.
Some people can do that very well, and I'm not one of those people.
No, I got control issues. I can't.
This is the only thing I can be. You tell me I can't stop right now and go be a fucking barista? Like,
I mean, period.
Like, I can't just like go work at a zoo right now for the rest of my life. Is what you're telling me?
Not a zookeeper. Like, I cannot picture your ass in nobody's zoo.
I would not be in anybody's zoo, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, what? No, you can't tell. You're not gonna tell me that I can't do something else.
The older I got, the less I enjoyed the zoo. It just made me sad.
The zoos suck. They're for children.
The zoo makes me sad now.
They're for children.
I just want to free.
They're not colorful. They're fucking depressing. And brown and slow and like animals. I don't know why.
Excited to be there.
No one's excited to be there.
It's ridiculous.
I don't get it. I haven't been to a zoo in over 5+ years.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I have not been to the zoo.
I do love aquariums.
I love aquariums.
I don't think
it's like, is that hypocritical?
I think so, because it's kind of
it's like it's still animals in captivity. It's just
the colors are better.
Yeah, it's all the water. It's the low lighting. The Baltimore Aquarium is lit.
It's a whole world that we don't know, but like animals on land. Yeah, exactly. Animals on land are just kind of like, I feel you, bruh.
I feel
you're not liking this.
It's resonating too much with me. I feel like we're living
like, why is none of the grass green? Like, it's never green.
They don't want to give
it like hay.
Why is it always this dry
hay?
Dry. Maybe because they're trying to save water by not having to water it as much.
It's like, bad.
It's bullshit.
You can smell the shit everywhere. It's like, it's just
literally, it's bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing ever.
No, I'm not a fan of the zoo.
No.
As a kid, I used to love it. It used to be a fun little adventure, but now I just look at it, it's so sad.
I
just want to
everything that was a lot of walking used to be fun as a child. I don't know why. Yeah. When I think about like amusement parks, the amount of walking and waiting.
As an adult, unless I'm buying the skip a line pass, I'm not going. I don't have nobody's hour to spend in line no more.
It makes no sense.
He's got jobs.
It makes no sense.
He's got fucking back problems. He's got feet hurting. I don't give a fuck how comfortable my shoes are. There's just nothing in me that can do it. So I do want to go to King's Dominion though. I want to go back for Fright Fest.
I went on shrooms last year. It was so fucking fun.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Do I have my shrooms today?
Do you have your shrooms today?
Eat them before I go to Brian's house.
Yes.
Delicious.
So y'all.
But yes. So to sum that all up and wrap it in a nice pretty bow, fate maybe not a thing.
Nah. Nah, it's not.
We are not with fate being a thing. We are actually with all free will in these streets and picking one of the many infinite paths that one could take.
Yes.
For sure. I definitely agree with that.
For absolute sure. Okay, y'all. So something in the water just happened in DC.
I stayed my black ass in the house.
I think a lot of people stayed away.
I stayed very far away.
I don't really know many people that actually went, but there was a shit ton of people that still went.
A shit ton of people came into town though
to go. But Justin Timberlake got to be on stage, looking like a good old white daddy.
He was absolutely giving somebody's uncle.
Okay, but this is what happened.
Outfit, the tennis shoes. I was so confused. He definitely hit the river dance. It was giving river dance.
It's a slow.
First of all,
baby.
I was just about to say, who the fuck is beating their feet?
Sexy back. To sexy back. Okay, but I have to. Hey, like, where's the? If you're
nowhere in there. No.
If you're gonna say
nowhere in there.
If you're gonna say. Bitch, if you're gonna say beat your feet, at least let the song break down and go.
There was no breakdown. There were fucking go-go bands there. Why did you coordinate this? This could have been such a moment.
You could have actually made an actual real ass moment. Okay, so then Washington Province is where I first saw it, and I mean people were reading. Not just saying DC beat your feet as he proceeds to in fact not beat his feet. I can't believe Justin Timberlake told us to beat our feet to sexy back. I can't either. Justin Timberlake said, DC beat your feet and proceeded to do the hokey pokey.
And you turn yourself around.
Justin Timberlake said, DC beat your feet and proceeded to do the pop, lock, and drop it. He was great, though.
I don't know about the pop, lock, and drop it, y'all. It was definitely giving Riverdale.
I heard Justin Timberlake told the crowd to beat their feet and then started crip walking.
You know what?
Bitch.
Internet is undefeated once again.
Not crip walking.
It was closer to a crip walk than it was a feet
oh my
beat.
God. That was great.
It was not giving a feet beat.
I'm
with Justin Timberlake acknowledging the culture of the city he's in, right?
DC, beat your feet.
I'm with it, but I'm not with him not using this opportunity to have them do a real breakdown in the middle of sexy back and really make it a thing.
So I was talking. So okay,
it was a missed opportunity.
So Justin Timberlake just sold all of his catalog, to a company
for like $100 million or something like that.
Yes, which is sad to say. I think that is a lot, but like his music is worth so much more.
To what he really could have. I feel like should have. I don't know about could have, but should have.
I think it was a bill for that. I think a bill would have been like right on spot.
Well, Michael Jackson's catalog is worth how much? Because if like because $1 billion catalog for me is giving like Michael Jackson, Prince, maybe.
I mean, the influence that Justin Timberlake has had on our lives as we've grown up.
Be like a notch or so beneath.
Right. Okay.
And so that would be my barometer.
But when did we? So how?
Anybody beat Michael's catalog? Period. Not even the Beatles. Okay, and I know y'all whites love the Beatles, but they not getting that. From me, at least, not from me. I'm not that girl. I'm not a Beatles girl.
107 million.
What? Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
What? I mean, I guess nobody's really getting a legit $1 billion for the catalog, but I still would expect Michael Jackson to be worth.
But Sony bought it for 750 million.
That's closer to what I'm saying.
That was 2016.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, 750 million. Well, I don't know what this first one is.
That makes sense to me. 750 mil makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
What were Chris Brown is?
Close to yes, that's a great question. Ooh, how much is Chris Brown's catalog worth?
Oh shit.
That's creeping up there too for me. I still put Chris Brown's catalog over Justin Timberlake's.
Yeah.
For sure. In terms of what I can play albums back to back all the way through type shit, yeah. Because Justin got hits, but I'm not playing whole albums of Justin Timberlake.
They just told me his net worth. That's not what I want. I want a catalog.
No, we want no catalog. Well, I don't think he's ever sold his catalog, so we may not know yet.
That's true.
What it technically is worth, but the market hasn't paid for it yet.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so
don't get me wrong. 100 mil is a good. That's a good. That's a good check.
Shit.
Don't get me wrong.
Please don't 100 mil my way. What
please.
The fuck?
Like I'm not judging nobody. Like, but also though, like it just feels on the outside as such a low number, and then it also was just kind of like why, and that question of why, I looked it up. It was like, certain artists do this to like help out their families. I'm like, okay, like don't be giving like Justin broke. This nigga do like work and shit like that.
You're saying Justin is,
but like if he is,
the outfit
does that explain why it was just him dancing by himself on the stage?
But he's of a certain age now. Maybe he's tired.
But that's it. When you're tired, don't you bring other people on to make the more entertainment?
You're right about that. But it was the button up was throwing me.
I mean, there was no
the tennis shoes he was wearing, like my grandfather wears the tennis shoes.
And wardrobe, no investment in any of the the show. I mean, Justin Timberlake's gonna be great because he's Justin Timberlake. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a family man. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely a family man now. And like,
what's his age? What's Justin Timberlake's age?
Funny.
How old is Justin Timberlake?
Timberwolf.
Like, how old is Justin?
I mean, I guess you don't gotta be that sexy all the time, but come on, can we get a better fucking outfit?
I typed in Timberwolf. That's how you say something enough, your brain believes you. You know what's so funny? The brain will have you thinking. Like, will have you attaching yourself. Oh, he's only 41. Never mind.
I know, he's not that old.
He's not that
he's
old.
Really not that old. That's what I'm saying. He's not old enough. That nigga is not old enough. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. He's not old enough to be doing this shit.
Oh my god.
Bitch, you can't give me. Can I get some dancers? Give me real choreographer. You dance, Justin.
He's a dancer. I wonder
what are you doing this for?
Maybe he didn't think this festival
don't play
was worth
me.
all that.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm glad I didn't pay for it.
He might have had to come out of pocket for his budget.
But this is what I'm saying. Maybe that nigga is broke.
Maybe is he independent?
Not like broke, but like maybe
maybe he's an independent artist now. Maybe he's not under a label anymore.
It's a new way of moving his money around. Exactly.
He's not putting out music, so you may not have a reason to be with a label. He's been
talking about music.
Doing more acting.
Beyonce coming out with a new album.
Renaissance.
Oh,
Renaissance is coming out sweet. First of all, can we talk about
Beyonce?
The internet.
Oh, what they do?
The internet. Fucking talking about the consensus basically being keep your nigga off this album.
No, he's gonna be on like 2 tracks.
Every fucking post on Twitter has been keep your nigga.
We know that
off this album.
No, that's his artist. He about to make money over her. What are we talking about?
He gonna make money either way. Either way, he gonna make money off her work.
That's what I'm saying. Either way,
he don't have to be on the album. Is what they say.
Double it down. That's fucking hilarious. Double it down.
He said, "Leave that nigga at home."
I can't even imagine what their business conversations are like.
And first of all, how many people did not hate on their joint album though? The joint album was great.
It's fucking fire.
No skip.
Most of the Beyonce songs I listen to have Jay-Z on them, so I don't know what people are talking about.
He's helped write them in terms of the ones I enjoy. Because I like people talking about something. We don't need you rapping and all stuff. I like Beyonce rapping. So, excuse me, Beyonce.
I don't.
Fuck what they talking about.
I don't.
Beyonce all in his mouth like liquor. I fucks with you.
I mean,
I like
it's
her
very
rapping a little bit.
Houston.
Not joining every song to be that. No.
Her
but
voice
I like when she deviates.
She has a completely different voice now. Like it's not even the same type of voice. Like it's just like this.
Her tone has changed.
Her tone has completely changed, and she's really not singing that much.
She rapping. I fuck with it. I'm here for the
vibes
Beyonce,
are great.
The self-titled joint on Forward is my phase.
You know, so like for me,
I have songs I liked from the previous releases.
Like I'm not Beehive. I'm not Beehive at all.
I'm not a Beehive girl.
I'm not a Beehive girl. The most I've ever really listened to Beyonce, like as her solo career, the most has been these Homecoming and King and Lion.
Oh, Black is King.
Black is King. There you go.
Really?
That's the most that I've ever was like.
Stuff.
But because of it, the reason why is that is because it was a beautiful fucking production. Yeah. I could put it on and be like, damn, this is still good as fuck.
Yep.
I love live sounding music. That's why Homecoming was great for me. When I was in high school, every year I would go battle the bands down at the Falcon Stadium to watch all of the HBCUs come together and do their fucking marching band shit. So I always loved that sound. So that's why Homecoming was really great for me. Mm-hmm. Black is King was really great for me because bitch, like just being a non-Afrobeat artist to put out such a fire ass Afrobeat album with dope ass Afrobeat artists on it, yeah, and not being that was like incoming into the vibe for us in America. I feel like for Afrobeats to be like main
between her and Drake, yeah, it was gonna wind up on everybody's palates one way or another because Drake.
And then the visuals were fucking fire. And then you told Lion King your own African way.
The visuals for me, which is where the self-titled album won me over in that regard, where I could just play the whole thing. The visual fucking album of that self-titled joint. I love every single fucking video.
What's that one?
That's the joint with Flawless on it. That's the joint with Partition on it.
I still haven't seen that.
Really? You should play that all the way through. Yeah.
Oh, but I like the album too, though.
Oh, it's great.
Boom, 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 boom. Whoever produced that shit went off. Yeah.
Roll up the partition, please. I don't want you seeing us on your knees.
Hey, to get all dressed up.
Make it pop back up. Fucking me.
Look at her wrong. Beyonce is a fucking beast. Do not get me wrong.
She got her bag after.
But don't be coming for Jay-Z like he's not, like it doesn't boost her.
He came for Jay-Z though. No, I thought the internet was really funny for that one though.
They petty as hell.
That's the Beehivers though. Those are people who still want to get crazy and you know.
Guess what? He was on that song too.
But they want that Beyonce back.
What are you talking about?
They want her singing motherfucking.
But she was singing
Irreplaceable and shit, all that shit.
Yeah, we want Irreplaceable. We definitely love Beyonce without Jay. Know. We like when she's mad at Jay. That's what we're saying.
You kind of like it when you're mad at Sean.
That's the same reason when people was like they liked it when Mary J. Blige was sad.
And I don't agree with that shit either.
I don't agree with that either because I think she came out with her shit.
She don't need to stay sad. Y'all motherfuckers go back to her sad shit anytime you want to, bitch. If you
always
sad
there.
all the time, that's your motherfucking business.
It's
don't
always
try to keep
there for
Mary
you.
J. all upset and depressed and shit because you feel like that's the music you need.
No.
If
but
you
know,
go
like,
back and go into the archive and call it a day, or maybe get a therapist because why do you need that much sad music all the time? I don't get it.
People think that real artistry is in the pain. Fuck you.
No,
Fuck you.
It is in.
We as humans really need
experience.
to think about art is in the joy. There is, just because it might be just too happy for you to whatever. Happiness can be
even in the sad music,
beautiful
right?
feeling.
There's joy in the fact that somebody's able to express what you're feeling. There's joy in feeling like there's a way to release what you don't feel capable of saying or expressing in such a beautiful way. There's still joy in that. So at the end of the day, you just need to listen to some shit that resonates with what you're feeling in that moment. Don't put that on Mary J. Blige. Don't do that to that queen. She out singing Good Morning Gorgeous.
I just started rewatching Umbrella Academy, and I was like, damn, Mary J. is so amazing.
She's so great.
She really
I
is.
love her as an actor.
I love her as an actor.
Like, Umbrella Academy's good. I kind of need to rewatch that.
I'm rewatching it right. I just started this first season today.
I love Umbrella Academy.
Love that.
Third sip? Okay, let's do our third sip.
Do we want to do our third sip, or do we want to? Because we're almost done.
I know.
But we got a lot to talk about.
Let's see. We have. Well, next we just have our West Tea. Oh, you have something for West Tea too.
I do, but it's kind of short. So just talking about so West Tea. I reposted something recently, and it said, "What's the most like outrageous fact that you know?" And this man comes on and he said that it is a certain degrees hotter in black neighborhoods than it is in white neighborhoods. The reasoning because of this is redlining, and within redlining shows where the government of each of these cities decided to invest in parks and planting more trees. And because of this, because they not plant enough trees and stuff, it makes it inherently hotter because
less shade
and less actual oxygen being reproduced, giving fresh air in the area.
Wow. So they trying to greenhouse gas the shit out of black people.
Isn't that crazy? And that goes disgusting. Back, and when it goes back to like, I just feel like fresher air. I don't know if that makes it drier or more humid. I don't know, but like, I just feel like, less brown skin in the city, less humidity is going on. I don't know if that correlates at all, but that's how it makes me feel.
That's how it feels. There may be no actual scientific basis for that, but that's how it feels, y'all.
So yeah, I wanted to say that I thought that was really, really insane, and just kind of like you forget how minuscule the racial divides are, and the thought is so specific.
There's so much thought put into how to.
It really is about
undermine us, how to harm us.
I think it's not even that. It's actually how to make sure that the white experience is so great.
Is the
that
superior,
because of that
experience.
It creates all the things that is. If you're not white, you don't get this experience.
Yeah, I guess with everything. If the lens that you look at everything through is how can I make this better for white people?
Yeah,
you're just always going to.
You're always forgetting
those
everything
things
else
that align with that mission.
Because it's kind of like I don't know. Like for me, it's. I mean, probably, but also I don't think people were like, yeah, we're going to put less trees in the black neighborhood. It was probably like, we want white people to move here. Let's make it look greener. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how that is a slight difference? Like, it's the same motherfucking thing, but like,
and,
the conversation.
And not wanting to allocate money to those neighborhoods that do have primarily black and brown people because they're convinced that, black people don't care about trees.
They don't need it.
Greenery, they don't need it.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck you mean?
They don't need it. They got it. They're fine. Look at them running around on the dirt. They're fine.
That we were given without a choice. So much for free will.
Just trying to.
Because God forbid we take our black kids to the park. Then you looking at us like we crazy and wondering if we belong there and want to look at somebody's ID and see where they live and shit. Bitch, mind your
Soul Palate. Just try to mind my business.
Trying to mind my. Just trying to mind my business. Just minding my business.
That's it.
On the back, mind yours.
Ugh. Sadly, there's always includes ours. But what happened on the Martin reunion?
Nothing happened. I didn't know there was a Martin reunion.
Oh yes.
Just found out about this. It was advertised on my Fire Stick, so now I gotta watch it on BET Plus apparently. So I'm going to watch it, but I put it on there because I was going to ask you if you had watched it.
No, I don't have BET Plus. I mean, I technically have the channel. I think I might have got it from Greg, but I don't remember the login, so I have to figure it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna even if I gotta figure out a free trial for a little bit or something, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna watch it because I fucking love Martin. I still watch Martin.
Martin's great.
Me and my mother quote Martin all the time. She will not be friends with anyone who cannot speak Martin at least a little bit.
Well, she's friends with me, and I can't. I mean, I could try.
But you'll get some quotes from Martin, though, right?
I will get them. Maybe we'll see.
See, we done watched Martin so many fucking times in my household.
Oh man,
my mother knows all that shit by heart.
I don't know if I know like.
That's how I am with Fresh Prince. She's like that with Martin. Like, I can watch Fresh Prince and quote the entire shit. It's crazy how many times I've watched that show.
I love it. That's
I
so
love
awesome.
it so much. But yes, Martin Reunion is out, and the nostalgia in me is very excited to watch it. So if y'all have watched it already, comment on how you felt about it.
Yeah.
About that for some engagement.
Jesus.
All right, third sip.
Third sip
is Penelope Bourbon's Architect. French oak stave finish. So I'll read their little snippet about the Architect. The Architect is the new blueprint for precision blending. That's a thing. Okay. Yeah. The first build in this series combines our signature 4-grain mash bill with 2 styles of French oak staves. Working in collaboration with Tonnelier Radu of France. I hope I said that right.
Tonnelier.
It looks like Tonnelier, whatever, of France. The market leader in oak barrel manufacturing and innovation, we selected each stave using their state-of-the-art oak scan process to construct a truly memorable flavor profile. After all, the best architecture leaves no room for error. Okay, it's cute.
I'm not like, you do not need to do this like fancy writing.
Yeah,
for whiskey, like it just doesn't make any sense. It's the same shit that's on the back. There's no point.
Yeah, I mean, it's real cute. It's given. I like that the label kind of speaks to the whole Architect play on words thing.
Yeah,
that's cool. But yeah, you're dressing it up a lot.
Just
for me
a
right
lot.
now.
Like give me what's going on.
But it's 104 proof, so we've toned it down quite a bit. Okay. Same 4-grain mash.
Okay.
A blend of 2 different oak staves, and it's aged 4 to 5 years. So the blend is at least 4 years old. Ooh.
Why do they say French oak stave finish? Why do they just say a barrel? What does that mean?
Wait, you said
with 2 styles.
So I guess they just finished the bourbon in 2 different oak barrels. Is my understanding, and then blended them, or did they?
We selected each stave using this
oak scan process.
So it's just one stave.
Actually, yes. So they picked 2 different styles of oak staves and put it in the barrel.
Had to been.
And finished it that way. Huh. That's an interesting way to do that.
That is very interesting. Oh,
the Penelope plays around. It doesn't fail, y'all.
Jesus Christ.
She did it again.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's annoying. But yes, also funny.
We'll see. By the time you spilled again, the other one dried up. There we go.
This is true. Okay.
I tell you what. You can smell when there's French oak involved. You can smell and taste it because there's a certain level of like earthiness and just like overall dryness, pepperiness.
I was going to say pepperiness.
That comes from French oak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's given white pepper.
White pepper.
Yeah, a lot of tannin.
And the oak is there. White pepper and oak is like mostly what I get.
Yeah, a little bit of caramel. A little bit. But it's tannic as fuck.
Yeah. Definitely peppery.
Not bad though. I get
some nuttiness at the end.
Yeah, definitely nuttiness. I'm trying to figure out if there's some fruit that I'm getting. Maybe not. I think it's something else. But there's a essence of sweet.
I feel like I got corn cake on the nose. I like a dry one. Like,
oh, okay. I can see that. Corn cake. Yeah, because it's not like cornbread.
Right.
Yes. That's good. I was counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was in my mind. Oh, that was a silent moment. Sorry, guys.
I was just about to say I need like a dropper sound.
No. I don't know. That's so funny.
Ooh. That opened up some caramel there.
Definitely some butter. Like
butter for sure.
Caramelized butter almost.
Reminiscent almost of a California Chardonnay, that butteriness.
Something incensey about the nose. Like burning an incense. Maybe like a some type of like a sandalwood incense or something like that. That makes sense.
What a catch.
We burn a lot of incense at Alacray.
I burn a lot of incense in life.
Yeah. I've been doing it back. I've been starting doing it again in my room.
I love it. It's
been very calming. But my shit, I got one of those things where the smoke flows down like a river type of thing. And the type of things that you use to burn it burns so damn quickly. Like it's like in 15 minutes.
Damn.
I
like the aesthetic of it though.
That's like very cute.
You gotta get one of them big ass incense.
I've been seeing the really cute black woman head ones where you put your incense in, like it comes out their nose, like smoking out their nose.
Oh, that's dope.
Very cute.
That's dope. I would use something like that. I get orange zest. I still get pepper. I get a little cinnamon too.
My orange zest is like a burnt orange zest.
Yeah.
Very, very like waxy.
Singed on the edges.
Right. Yeah, definitely waxy. Something very milk chocolate bar about it, but like...
Ooh, yeah. Like a Hershey bar, and I don't know if I mean that in a good way because I don't love Hershey bars, but it's giving that.
That's what it gives.
The bourbon itself is good. It's just...
Like Hershey,
I don't like
chocolate.
Hershey bars in general, but... Yeah. And texture, that's what it's giving. That's good, though. That's definitely good. Tell you what, Penelope don't make a bad bourbon, so none of them are going to be bad.
Walnut.
The dryness, yes.
At the end. Complete walnut.
Because walnut is dry.
Fuck.
Definite.
That's so funny.
All right, y'all.
All right.
So we are getting a little bit, just a tiny bit. We're just going to dip our toe. We ain't going to do too much. Do a little numerology talk. I had prompted Kapri to calculate 3 numbers. Her life path number, personality number, and soul number.
Yep.
And I did the same. And so I'm going to read a little bit about those.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with our life path number. And the way you can find your life path number is by totaling all the digits of your birth date. So, for instance, I am August 9th, 19, my business. And so I would add 8 plus 9 plus 19, my business. And that would give me the final number. Now, a couple of little nuances if you're going to bother to calculate your own. If your total boils down to an 11, 22, or 33. No. Just 11 and 22, I think. Or 33. I'm lying. Okay. You don't reduce those down further because in general with numerology, you go through numbers 1 through 9. 10 breaks back down into 1. So essentially the thought is that a full life cycle or full cycle period goes 1 through 9. 9 is essentially the indication of like death or transition into the next, which would start at 1. So sense. 10 essentially starts at 1, with the exception of 11, 22, and 33. And that's because those are master numbers. And master numbers have properties of their own that have nothing to do with the numbers that they were reduced down to. So 11 is not going to be the same as 3. 22 is not going to be the same as 4. 33 is not going to be the same as 6.
That's 2. You said 11 is not the same as 3.
Shit, 11 is not the same as 2. Sorry, I'm feeling my whiskey now.
Yes, me too.
But so yes, y'all get what I'm saying though. Y'all know y'all math. So yes, that's just a little bit tidbit about that in case you want to do your own. But yes, my life path number is the number 1. Capri's is the number 5. And the significance of the life path number Let me see. It says life path number is also something unchangeable. It relates to the path you're on, your tasks, and self-development. As you get to know someone a little better, the direction they're taking or choosing becomes more evident. Interesting. Life path number.
Say again, sorry.
With the last line or the whole thing?
The whole thing, yeah. Sorry.
Life path number is something unchangeable. It relates to the path you're on, your tasks, and self-development. As you get to know someone a little better, the direction they are taking or choosing becomes more evident. The life path number is unchangeable and in some ways is linked to spirit.
Okay.
So let's look at if you say so, sweet,
right.
I'm about to tell you what the significance of your life path number is. Okay. You are number 5. Oh wait, I gotta go 2, 5. There's so much highlighting in here. Okay. 5 as your life path number. You are on a mission to become educated, and it is very important to you to feel you know a thing or two and are learning 3 or 4 more. If you don't have the opportunity to go to university, for instance, you will probably be very discontented. Having said that, you always will find a way to achieve your goals because you're resourceful and adaptable in the extreme. Okay. You probably have several strings to your bow, and it is quite possible that you can do more than one job. You could work as a journalist during the week and be an electrician at weekends. Your mind is quick and your knowledge of some subjects encyclopedic. Yes, because your knowledge of cocktails is crazy to me. But you can also be deft with your hands. Makes sense. Creativity is very important to you. You don't do this so much for the kudos, although you like the limelight as much as the next person, but because making something seems a kind of magic to you, and you are fascinated by the laws that govern the universe. You want to be able to work with these and manipulate them as much as possible. Once you have completed a task, you cannot wait to get on the next one. Sometimes you can be quite casual about what you achieve because once you understand something, it seems easy. However, you love to show other people the way you do it because you are a great communicator. That's so true.
This is crazy as hell.
Being a jack of all trades, whatever you do in life must produce variety and be constantly intriguing. Otherwise, you will not be at your best and you will feel frustrated. You could even become cranky and slightly mentally unstable if you have to conform to rigid timetables and repetitive work.
Wow. Literally what I've been telling you all my whole life.
Like shit. In life, you are likely to experience many changes so that after 20 years, you may be in a completely different place externally and internally. Always communicate. People can cope with your changeability if they know what's going on.
This is true. A lot of things. They even talked about what I was talking about in the Fate type of thing about
literally
magic and
It's fun. That's why I was reading. I was like, funny they say the word magic because you just said that.
Literally.
That is really funny.
Crazy as fuck. Mm-hmm. But literally everything in that point was correct. I like to learn. I tell people all the time, especially when I like do interviews, they're like, you know, like, why did you switch to this career? And I was like, honestly, I'm still learning math, history, science, literature,
all that
through this industry. Like all those main core things that you learn in school is what I'm still learning.
Arithmetic. You learn all that shit
by doing this. And then another thing that was really awesome about that was you know, you're not completely needing to be in the limelight, and then also like the feelings of my accomplishments not being like woo, like a bitch is like, okay, cool,
she be just moving on to the next thing. Like, bitch, you were just an eater. Yeah, it was so great. Thank you guys so much. And she just moves on.
It's actually
bitch, you just got nominated for top what?
Yeah,
Tales of Cox. Yes, it's so great. Congratulations to everyone else that's nominated. Like this motherfucker here. I love it. It's great. Don't get me wrong. Humility is a beautiful thing, and we should all have it. But still, the Leo made me like, bitch.
Okay, cool. Now what? Like, great. Now what?
Essentially, but I get that though, because when significant stuff happens to me, I don't get excited about it.
It's just kind of
like everyone around was like, yes, that's so great. Congratulations. Like how does it feel?
Don't even. I'll cheer for other people too.
It feels cool. But now I'm already focused on like, okay, well, what can I do better than
and also just kind of like, okay, cool. And it's so hard.
Also, if it don't come with a check, I kind of forget about it.
Oh, that's actually real as fuck. When I see like, oh, I made this and it got me a meal, then I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. Bitch, guess what happened to me?
Like, okay, Ascot is great, and like being asked to be part of Ascot was great. But then I found out we got paid too. I was like, oh my god, thank you, Fred.
Listen. Yes,
like,
that's when That's when it feels good. Yeah, that's when you're like, okay.
Because it's like the whole
like
point
a good old recognition. Thank you.
Accolades are great, but pay me my worth.
Man,
that's the thing about it.
Tell you that one right there. Yeah,
that's a good one. Okay, so number 1 as a life path number, that's mine. So I'm going to read a little bit about mine.
Okay.
Let's see. You are probably quite aware that you stand or fall by your own efforts. That's so true. This is not necessarily because you have no one to help you or even that you don't trust anyone. It's just that you know deep down that you are not going to be the person you want and need to be if you don't do it yourself. This does not mean that you do everything yourself. There will be tasks and activities that are outside your range of skills, and you are only too happy to hand these over. That's so fucking true. I do not need to do everything. Yeah. You can be incredibly single-minded and focused, which means you achieve impressive things that may leave others gasping. With 1 as your life path number, you are sure to succeed sustainability. Okay. No, not sustainability, child. Substantially. Oh, Lord. Feeling my look good today. What's going on?
You want me to read it to you?
That much. Yes, read it to me, please.
Yeah, I was like, it was nice when you read it to me. You read it to me. You start here? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can be incredibly single-minded and focused, which means you achieve impressive things that may leave others gasping, which is true. With 1 as your life path number, you are sure to succeed substantially. However, you may have blind spots. There are certain things you may forget about completely, which rise up at some inconvenient time to trouble you. At other times, a certain naivety.
Naivete.
Yeah, naivety. Naiveness.
Certain naiveness.
It can trip you up. You assume that others will carry out the task they have been given in the same dedicated way that you do.
Ooh, chat.
That was a lot. Ooh, that was a lot for me because I know this is so true for her. Wow. It can be a shock to find that someone just has not delivered. And low key, I feel like this is a big thing for Leos. In general, the Leos in my life do that. Okay, sorry. Then for a while, find that someone just has not delivered. Then for a while, you may be completely thrown as things collapse around you. Every so often, your life may fall apart. This is a lot, or seem to, but like a phoenix, you always rise up from the ashes and soar towards the sky, leaving a trail of sparks in your wake. That's how so Dumbledore true. Of you.
It is giving Dumbledore.
That's how I know I'm in Gryffindor. This one too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the rest of it. It is important that you choose a path in life that enables you to make your mark in a unique way. Be courageous.
So true.
Be courageous. It may be better to be a big fish in a small pond than to lose your self-image in a large lake full of other big fish. Huh. Okay, I want to stop there because remember one time you were like, I don't got the followers. And I was like, but the type of followers you have.
Yes. It's the quality, not the quantity type.
Period. You must always have a result to aim for. Ignore anyone who tells you to relax. Okay. You cannot let it all hang out unless you have a sense of achievement.
That's so true.
However, that's true. You do need to ensure that you are not too driven. And one way to achieve this is to set balance and adequate rest as one of your goals, which is what we're fucking doing.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay. Damn!
It's given.
We like it.
We do like it.
Okay. That was life path. That was life path.
So our personality numbers is next. So personality number is easy, y'all. It is literally just the day number of your birthday. So August 9th for me, obviously my personality number would then be 9. Mm-hmm. And Capri's is 8. So I didn't realize you were February 8th, girl. I knew the beginning of February, but
yes,
I never know the exact day until we get that close.
Yeah, that sounds like our half birthdays are around each other, and literally, then also
we're 6 months apart, 6 months and a day apart.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Also, though, if you are like the 10th, of course the 11th you don't change, but 12th or anything like that, you add your numbers together. Like that number has to always
be a single digit.
Be a single digit,
unless you
1 through 9.
are the 11th or the 22nd of that month.
Right.
You don't reduce those down. Otherwise, you will reduce those double-digit numbers down to a single-digit number. So if you're the 13th, your personality number will be a 4.
Yes, exactly.
That's an example for that.
1 plus 3.
Personality. 8. Okay, 8 as your personality number. From your designer labels to your sweeping body language, something about you says, notice me, I'm important. That's true, actually. You probably feel it is up to you to take control, and challenges bring out the best in you. Like 4, you're extremely practical, but you have a wider vision, and organizing on a large scale is natural to you. Like 1, you are a leader, but you don't charge off. You don't charge off into the blue, all fired up and impatient. You make sure that you have your route planned, and that people are indeed going to be following you. So 1 is just like, huzzah, onward.
It's just like,
don't give a fuck who's behind.
Yeah, we here. Are we here? I'm telling you, I did this. I worked this out. This is a real thing. Are we coming or not? We're coming or not?
Okay. You are capable of management at work and in your leisure. For instance, you would be a fabulous asset helping a friend plan their wedding, and you would not be frightened by the complications of cake, dress, and seating plans. In fact, with your excellent money head, you would have the entire event costed and budgeted, getting the best deal with few perks thrown in.
I don't know about that, but maybe soon.
I was gonna say maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
No,
because that is definitely what I'm trying to get to.
The only reason you're not there right now is just that need for stability in finances. Right. That's the only thing. Yeah. So you never know.
It's
once
true
that happens.
That's true.
How that'll manifest itself. So, telling people what to do is not a problem for you. You can behave like a chief executive officer of a multinational company. Indeed, one day you may be such a CEO, and people instinctively give you respect. That's so true. Charming and confident, as long as you avoid any hint of autocratic. Okay.
What's all that? What's that?
Shit, Google that. I don't know. I'm actually
autocratic.
I'm usually a good wordsmith, but I don't know off the top of my head what autocratic means.
We're talking Google spell for?
Huh?
AUTO.
Yep.
Cratic.
Yep. Spelled the way it sounds.
Relating to a ruler who has absolute proud. Oh yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
Okay.
Can you read that sentence over again?
Yeah. So charming and confident, as long as you avoid any hint of the autocratic.
That's so true, because I fucking hate motherfuckers. That's true.
You can get the best out of people. However, you may struggle with delegating because few people come up to your standards, and if you're not careful, you can get depleted trying to be chief cook and bottle washer at the same fucking time, bitch. That's so you.
It's true. My God. It really is true as fuck.
Among your friends, you like to be influential, top of the guest list, or playing a significant role. You also like to be recognized for your success and probably your wealth. If your personality is functioning positively, you will undoubtedly be very prosperous because you have an instinct for investments and the main chance. However, your pride won't let you admit to weakness, and if things go wrong, you find it almost impossible to ask for help. Struggling on a loan with a smile on your face, girl, you could be facing bankruptcy or the loss of your home or business, but no one would guess. Luckily, your acumen usually saves the day, and you can rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Bitch, we 2 peas in a pod, bitch. Where was the lie?
That is so funny, because these are things I'm trying not to do, and it's like, this is just who you are.
It's part of your personality. It's
who you are. Boo. I'm like, I gotta be different.
But self-awareness is key.
Yeah, self-awareness.
So we know
how
to navigate ourselves.
So we at least know.
So mine is 9.
You're reading this from the top, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. The wise, 9 personality number. Yeah, we already said that. The wise and the open-minded, the dumped and the redundant, lost souls and lonely hearts. They all beat a path to your door. In earlier times, you might have been the village wise woman or the traveling preacher.
Can we pause right there real quick? And the only reason is because I had an honorary with it or not.
Yes.
I am not with imparting my fucking wisdom on people,
it's
right?
Not true.
And they don't fucking listen.
Yeah, it's just true.
My wife and my fucking mother right now. Irking my life. The both of them. Do you know how much shit I say to these women? That is so on point and accurate and just dripping in truth.
Yeah.
And they either dismiss it or they just don't want to fully acknowledge it in that moment or whatever. Fine. I'll leave it there for you to pick it up. But
yeah,
the issue comes in when they all of a sudden get a revelation. It just feels so fucking confirmed. by another source saying the same thing.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, my
like,
mother was
right.
reading something or telling you about some reading or whatever she had, or a tarot something she was listening to, and it was literally saying shit that I said not even a month prior. And I sat there like, this bitch just fucking, I said just, love you, Mom, sorry, not literally calling you a bitch.
She don't even like it when I say
literally
bitch.
just in my head I was like, I literally have said that more
Right.
than once.
Right.
Why is it not relevant when it comes from me?
I think it's just like when, because people, and I was telling Erica this. Erica's also a fellow Leo, and when she comes to the show, you will see. But
Yes, you will see.
I was telling this it's the way that you all say things matter of factly.
Because we're saying it with I'm doing God's work.
But people don't like I'm definitely one of those people that don't like a matter of factly type of thing. It has been a lot of work to be okay with being like, I'm heeding to this, because I've seen so many signs in my life that when people say something, okay, you know what, she did say something, and like, especially if I'm in the moment, I'm like, ooh, I remember seeing this, or you like, and I at least acknowledge, yo, you remember that time you said that? Yeah, you was right.
But so, that's the thing. Okay, you, and I give you that because you my bitch. You will go back and say, because you did say such and such and so and so. They will never acknowledge that I said it, unless because I'm already fuming by the time you finish your sentence. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I just need to be a fucking guru, huh? I just need to be a fucking tarot card reader because I said that.
It is, you all have.
I'm always gonna be the one to be like, I said that.
You have such insight, and I think that it's so advanced for the human person to have such insight to certain situations and things like that, and like just like to see the paths of what's happening before somebody can really understand that that's what they're going through. Yeah. And I think some people are just, especially when you can't see it, if you're not in the mindset to see it, you're not going to see it.
True. And that's true. And that's why I try to give you, it only bothers me when it comes from another source and all of a sudden it's so revolutionary. That's the only time it bothers me. If you're just not ready to see truth, cool. I'll leave you where you at, love you from where you at. Period. But don't sit there and act like another person saying it somehow validates it. I hate that it grinds my gears. Yeah. Because it makes me feel like my words have no weight. Meanwhile, I don't mince words. Right. I don't do small talk. I don't sit there and try to like fill the space with fluff. I'm very comfortable in silence. Period. I'm very comfortable with just myself and my thoughts. Like I'm not someone who has to fill the space with my voice. Yeah. And so when I do say something very matter of fact and with conviction, it's because I mean that shit. Yeah. And that means you should probably listen because I don't say a lot that I don't mean. Yeah. Seriously. That's true. And so that bothers me. Yeah. With people I care to even say it to, because there's a lot that I observe about motherfuckers. If I don't know you that well, I'm not going to bother. Yeah. Like, but I could have probably saved you a lot of headache. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to save you some headache and heartache here.
Well, some people they always say some people got to learn the hard way. That's the real thing. Yeah.
But, oh, God, that's maybe, because I was having a moment like that this weekend where I was like, I was so mad. Anyway, sorry.
But it's true. People gotta learn the hard way. A lot of people have to learn the lesson themselves, and then some people have to learn a lesson over and over and over again. You know, it's a weird thing. And you know, I'm one of those. There's certain things in all of our lives that we have to like keep going through.
Yeah, for sure, myself included. But that was just one of them. If I know somebody knows more than me on a topic, yeah, I'm gonna heed their words. Their packaging matters for sure. Yeah. But I'm usually like, get the fuck out of my face to your face, but I still remember what you said. I'm going to think about it later. I'm that person. And I'll come back to you and be like, I don't like how you spoke to me, but I took the point of what you said and I'm going to go with that.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to start with.
And I'm that girl.
Fuck yeah. Damn. But it's true though. Yeah. Watch how you talk to me. For all the hoes out there. Okay, so subconsciously you hold within you the experience of all the other 8 numbers, and so you are able to understand just about anything a human being can feel and do. Wow. This is some French. Tout comprendre, says tout pardonner. Oh. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Goes the French saying.
So they say.
And you are very liberal in your outlook, wanting to see the best in everyone and to enable them to find it themselves. Yes, you can be a bit of a Pollyanna.
I forget exactly what that phrase means, but I'll look it up.
Okay, but your optimism is usually justified, for you have a way of bringing out the best in people. You can also give them hope. You unfurl the silver lining, put problems in perspective, and suggest the spiritual meaning behind it all. This is very true.
So Pollyanna is like to be blindly optimistic. I mean, that's kind of like in my approach to like love and stuff. I try to keep optimistic even when I've dealt with my series of fuckboys.
And I think this is also you with the people that you really connect with too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you are intentional with the way you connect with people. Yeah. And so I think that you are this person with the people that are like, oh yeah, I fuck with them. Like it could, and I think that's because you believe in, like you just said, about when you say things, it's for a reason. Yeah. And if
I feel drawn to you, that has to be for a reason. Like,
and I'm meant to pour into you, like you're meant to pour it back into me. And I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, agreed.
People may assume that you have your own life all sorted. You have your own life all sorted out.
Yes.
And you probably do give that impression. You hold your head high and you stand out from the crowd. There is a poise in your style and bearing. Optimistic, idealistic, and full of fun, you often seem to be on the track of some dream, and you are vibrant and passionately involved in life. This is so true. However, sometimes you just don't quite connect. The small print bedevils you, and occasionally you are naive, or at least suspend disbelief.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You have an urgent need for fulfillment, and deep inside you can get very depressed if you feel you are not achieving.
That is so true.
Although you may inspire others and help them to believe both in themselves and in a greater power, you may struggle through a dark night of the soul when your faith deserts you. Occasionally, another side of you takes over, and you can be cynical and negative. Be there, done that, got the t-shirt. Then nothing in life seems worth the effort, and you can become bored with and critical of yourself and everyone else. Yikes. At times like that, it may be better not to force the issue. If you try to enjoy whatever is close at hand, you will find some inspiration and be off once more on a voyage of discovery.
That is interesting.
You often know best, but be prepared to learn as well.
I feel like that is very accurate for my personality, though. I definitely have never felt like I'm above learning anything. Yeah. But I also know what the fuck I know. Yeah. And I always feel strongly about that. Period.
Material girl.
Okay, let's do our fourth sip, and then we'll do our final number.
Okay, because you definitely... Well, we can talk about where we're eating in New York.
Ooh. Oh, God, yes. We had some good food in New York. We only had one, everything
else was fucking free. It was great.
It was great. Oh, it was fucking... I only spent like...
And maybe some that randomized carry-out shit I got the other night.
Like 200 total.
I also ate Burger King.
Not Burger King.
I did. I forgot about that.
So let's do our fourth sip. So our fourth sip is the Penelope Toasted Series, batch 33-2.
Okay.
Their signature 4-grain, aged 46 months, which is like 3.8 years, almost 4 years. Medium toast, level 2 and 3 char, sitting at 112 proof.
Okay. Nice.
So we're only creeping back up just a little bit. Excuse me.
This is the youngest that we have, huh?
Actually. Let me see. Yep, 3.8. Yep.
Yeah.
Because how old was the rosé cask?
Well, it says 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4. So yeah, they're hovering around the same.
Yeah, medium toast level 2. Wow.
That's why I like that. Like age. I mean, age plays a factor, obviously, but less of a factor. I mean, because 3 to 4 years is still pretty young for whiskey, and it's like we're getting more influence from the choice in toast and char, maybe than the overall oak presence itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So this is smelling.
There's an opportunity for us to experience more of the char levels chosen.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. For me, this is giving like rose. Like recently,
the flower, right?
Yeah.
Like rose petals.
Yeah. With a like,
and since that it's soft and floral.
Yeah. With like a cacao powder.
Definitely powder. I'm getting some fruit here. I don't know if that's cherry. I don't know if that's
strawberry.
Plum, maybe strawberry.
Something red.
It's definitely giving red.
Oh, yeah. I definitely smelled the cherry just now, like cherry pie.
Yeah. Because it's definitely something sweet.
Yeah. All right.
And I can even see how something baked can be.
Yeah, right?
In that too.
Or even like a red apple pie too. More berry though. More berry. It's definitely that.
I'm getting pepper in the front.
I was definitely saying black pepper, and then there's also like that chocolate.
Yeah, the chocolate's definitely still there too. Much less fruit on the palate than on the nose.
I think there's like a fruit skin maybe happening, or maybe a fruit leather.
Fruit leather, actually.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Because it's there, it's concentrated, but it's not pungent at the same time. It's like almost, I don't know if smoky is the word I'm thinking, but like, you know, when you're tasting like a fruit leather, there's a certain richness.
Yes.
Dark comes to mind, but I don't necessarily mean dark, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. And then pecan. Fresh, not toasted or anything for me. Just like,
wow.
Just eating them, which I don't do a lot.
No,
but so
that's what makes it so distinct.
Yeah.
Pecan. It's the pecan for me. I say, do you say pecan or pecan?
I don't know. I think I changed it.
I think I interchange them too, because when I say, like, when I talk about the ice cream,
every time
it's butter pecan.
Me, it's different.
Like, when I'm talking about the nuts, it's pecans.
Oh, see, there we go.
But the ice cream, I don't say no butter pecan. I say butter pecan.
Butter pecan.
Butter pecan sounds wild to me. But to say I'm eating pecans sounds wild to me. What the fuck is that about?
Pecans does sound stupid as fuck.
Pecan like, don't work without butter in front of it.
Pecan? Really?
Pecan.
That's what
okay, black people. I'm gonna need y'all really to comment
Figure
on
this out.
This particular thing, okay?
Hold
you
on.
Say pecan or pecan? And if you interchange it,
like,
when do you use which? Because I want to know.
Like, what do you say? How do you say it? Pecan or pecan, and why is it up to the black population to figure it out?
Why is it up to the black population? First of all, also like, my other brown folks.
Yes.
But I also want to invite my fellow white men into this. Yes. How do y'all say it?
Right.
Do white people say pecans or pecans? And if y'all interchange it, when do you do so? Because I was 10 years old when I just thought about the fact that I interchange. I never applied an actual thought to it.
So my question is it because I feel like people in other worlds that still speak English say it differently also. Yeah, so like in London.
In the UK, I'm sure they say pecans.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think they say pecans. Do you have any pecans? That just sounds...
That's so great. I'm going to try to send this internationally like shit. Like, how do they say it in Jamaica?
How do you say it? We can ask Rob.
We got to figure this out.
We got to figure this out.
We're going to have to figure
this
out. Everywhere from all over the world. We're going to send the pecan beacon to the sky. Motherfuckers, TV's going to be like, woo, woo, big ass pecan on the screen. Soul Palate is requesting you to submit your...
Pronunciation?
You have 24 hours. Please record it to your phone.
Oh, God.
That's why I think AI, and not even just AI, where technology should be right now. Like, if I needed to, I'm not that important. But if I was like, I need a survey, I could just like, boop.
I guess technically that's what Survey Monkey's for.
I guess that's what spams are.
They are. And people be deleting that shit. So it's okay. We have a call to action for you. Comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Google Podcasts.
Or even on our Instagram.
Buzzsprout. Instagram. I was
but
getting there.
When you say butter pecan, smell it.
Now see, you say butter pecan. And it doesn't sound bad. It just, out of my mouth, it sounds
It smells like it now.
It does? Oh, It does smell like the fucking ice cream.
It smells just like the ice cream.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy as fuck.
That water opened up that milky presence.
It sure did.
That's interesting. Penelope, you're an interesting bunch.
Did I put water in mine?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember that at all. I was thinking about these pecans too much.
I don't know if I just didn't eat enough today, y'all, or what. Because I feel my Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. You find out y'all got some trippy stuff going on in y'all process. Channeling the drunk spirits. Okay.
We also had a cocktail today.
We did start with cocktail.
I mean, I finished mine, so. But low ABV. Mm-hmm. I did have a breakfast. Shout out to Erica again. She brought me some really cool paleo frozen dishes.
Oh.
And the first one I had was really delicious. Oh. I added a little bit more seasonings. It was been great. So y'all, I've been having some issues with my eczema. Mm-hmm. That have been kind of sitting me down because I can feel the pain when I'm walking and moving, but when I'm like not moving, it's great. So Erica also having, I wouldn't say eczema is a chronic illness, but it's a chronic inflammatory issue. And right now it is probably encroaching on 80% of my body. Not as bad as my legs, but my whole body has I can feel it growing. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't, I don't want to move at home. And it's also hurting my 66-day challenge. Yeah. It's hurting my engagement with people. It's hurting a lot of things. But, Erica kind of understanding that life and that understanding of like, especially needing to eat. She brought me some dinners that are quick in the oven, that are still tasty, and are paleo, which I don't know much about, but like pretty much has all the shit that you don't eat in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my first one today was delicious. So shout out to Erica.
Nice.
Shout
out to Erica. Shout out to having good friends who give a fuck about you.
Yeah, she's also helped me navigate the medical world because I thought my life was over because I didn't have my medical cards, but I was able to get, because they sent it to an address that I haven't been at for 2 years.
Oh my god!
But I was able
to your old apartment
that I was with Dana.
Yeah. Oh, that apartment.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's very weird. But they she was like, as long as you have your member number, group number, you're fine. Mm-hmm. Didn't even know that. Mm-hmm. There's so many things about the world that I don't know, but
because they can always look it up.
Yeah, she's gone through so much and had to navigate the medical world by herself. Yeah, and go through these things that she is allowing, like me searching for now doctors and more for my skin and stuff like that has been helping me. So I just appreciate, like, I am a person that listens. I'm not trying to go through this about myself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dee. She just got me some aloe. I really can't wait to see how this works. Just like having friends that really hear what's going on in your life and like stepping in where they can help and what they know they can do and to solve some issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not friends or people. Yeah, and not people that are just like, oh, I'm so sorry that's happening.
And then they trail off.
Then you never see them again.
And then you never fucking see them.
And then they
again.
also forget that you're going through this pain, so then they're treating you differently. Like you need to be thinking about their problems more than your own.
Or they don't have the emotional capacity to even offer themselves up while you're dealing with something. And for some reason that you dealing with something can like somehow overwhelmingly affect them as Scorpios. And so they avoid tapping into what's going on with you again at all. Because once you tell them something's happening, they would probably never bring it back up.
Ciao. But or they bring it up so much.
No Sade like, Scorpios, but
or they
you know
up,
yourself.
Or they bring it up so much in a shady way.
In a shady way. It's not in a way.
Why are we having this conversation? We've already said this.
They're providing no solutions. just problems. Just exacerbating the problems. But we love you for the part you play in our lives in a productive way, at least.
I do love a Scorpio. That's weird.
Yeah. I love the ones in my life. I love y'all because what I'm going to do with y'all. If I had to go back and pick you, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say no. I think I
still would. Like, I think that they still, like, are so ride or die at the end of the day.
You know what? Yes, they are.
They're so ride or die at the end of the day.
Let me not act like everything's bad about Scorpio. Yeah. It's not.
Do they fucking get on my nerves a lot about the way that they move in the world?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's approaching narcissism.
But, like, I fucking.
But they do ride or die.
Love them.
And they don't play about you.
They
if
don't
they love you, they don't
play about you.
They do not fucking
They
play
really
about
fucking
you.
don't. So
that I will give you. So that's so true. Okay, I guess I'd still pick you.
I fucking love it.
I guess I would pick my,
I really fucking
my few
do.
all over again. So soul number, guys.
Yes. yes.
Hold on to me. Let me do the quick little description about what soul number even Christ. The significance of it. So soul number tells your soul number tells of your instincts and feelings, and you may also be about the groups. It may also be about the groups you connect with on a cultural and intuitive level. This number may not be so conscious at first, and people who get to know you may gradually become aware of this deeper self and its values. In fact, they may be more aware of it than you are. So natural may be it to you.
What?
Let me reread that because that sounded funky. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gradually, yes. And so this number may not be so conscious at first, and people who get to know you may gradually become aware of this deeper self and its values. In fact, they may be more aware of it than you are. So natural may it be to you. Okay. Your soul number may be about your yearnings and dreams, even your purpose in living. Okay. And so your soul number is 7, which is what I initially thought my soul number was when I calculated it wrong. So that's funny. The world was not meant for souls such as yours. Okay. Reality is too banal and boring. The truth of the matter is that you are aware in your heart that reality is not real at all, and you bitch. We just had this conversation with her.
It's the full circle in the episode for me. Bitch. For you all to hear the fucking full circle is really great.
That is really great. Okay.
Sorry.
And you long to dive below the surface of life to explore other worlds and other states of being. That's why you're so open to different drugs.
Why do I love drugs?
You may believe in fairies and aliens. And be interested in witchcraft. In fact, it might suit you to have a UFO poster on your wall.
Okay, this is too much.
With the caption, I want to believe.
This is getting out of hand. Okay? This is getting out of hand right now. Live here.
I'm going to leave that for Capri's parents to catch in on. I'm not going to bring y'all in on that one. But that's a great one.
That's so fucking hilarious.
You're going to have to know Capri.
Listen, when I say... Today, this is a full circle moment. It's a full circle. If we didn't know this is happening,
I be knowing without knowing.
It's crazy. Okay. That's so crazy.
On the other hand, you may find all the enchantment you need contemplating the life patterns on a leaf, or standing stock still in woodland, waiting for the badgers and deer to come out.
They're playing me at this point.
The fucking badgers and deer.
What am I, Snow White?
It's you and Bambi out here.
What the
fuck? Like, all right. You probably actively seek time alone because you're sensitive. You may feel bombarded by sights and sounds, and by the expectations and feelings of others. True.
Ooh.
Sometimes you think you would be happy if you were the last person on earth. At other times,
have I not talked? The amount of time
she is so prepared for Armageddon, child.
Listen,
zombie apocalypse and being the last one left.
Listen,
it is so.
It's crazy.
Oh God. Okay,
it's crazy.
At other times, you long for intense and spellbinding contact with others.
This is true.
Your inner life is very vivid, and your imagination is so strong that it almost makes things real. Sometimes you believe it does make things real. After all, what is real anyway? As we just talked about. What we see as the world is merely a construct of our brains, and what we are truly
this is really a lot
of is a whirling mass of energy.
That's it.
Concepts like this fascinate you, and you may find them consoling when it all gets too much. Wow. Your privacy is vital to you, and if it is invaded, you may become overwrought and agitated.
Oh, yeah.
You should never be forced into a role of someone else's choosing. It is deeply damaging to you not to have your views respected.
Ooh,
inside, you are quite fragile, and you may protect this fragility by keeping yourself to yourself. This does not always work well for you.
No.
And you may be accused of being stuck up, quote unquote.
Probably.
If you have more extrovert or friendly numbers strong in you, such as 3 or 6, which you do, I think, you may feel ashamed of your need to withdraw. You don't feel ashamed of it, though, do you?
Well, I don't have 3 or 6 here, so I don't know where else they would come from.
You may feel ashamed of your need to withdraw. Okay. but it is therapeutic and strengthening. No, because you enjoy your alone time.
I really do.
The beauties of nature make your heart sing, hence all the plants.
Agreed.
And one of the most touching manifestations of your sensitivity may be your care for wildlife. Plant mom.
Plants, but like wildlife is, I don't know about that.
Plants count as wildlife, technically.
Forest, beaches, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Fish, yeah, okay.
There you go.
I don't know that. It's not a deep care.
I don't think they're placing you in the jungle per se. I think those little nuances might be relative. Let me see. Now mine is in number 3. Okay, let's see. Oh Lord, not with the family in the photo though. Oh God.
The photos in this are actually really weird.
It's all white people.
Your heart is often filled with joy. There seems to be so much in life that is wonderful, and you are happy wallowing in it. A great hedonist. I still don't know what that means.
Hedonist means you a whole freak out here in these streets.
Oh, okay.
Hedonist is in like, let me see.
A great hedonist.
Yeah. Let me make sure I'm right, but hedonism is a place, and it's
I think it's like
through that motherfucker.
Well, I thought hedonist was about feeling the utmost fulfillment that you can.
Let's see. Okay. Maybe it has to do more with pleasure than it has to do with like
pleasure.
being
Exactly.
a freak.
Right. Right.
A person who believes that the pursuit of pleasure, yes, is the most important thing in life. A pleasure seeker. That's me.
Yeah.
For a fucking sure.
You know what sucks is that we've turned that into just like a sexual pleasure, and that's not true.
Yeah.
It's pleasure in general. That's totally you, and that's like with the eating, the traveling, the self-sustaining your life, like all that shit. Anyways.
That's so true. Okay. I'm with you. Okay.
A great hedonist at that. You have a way of celebrating through experiencing pleasure. Happiness, humor, sensuality, gratification, these are all divine gifts. Although you may not put it into words or even recognize it, the way you throw yourself into them is an act of worship. So deep does it go with you.
Okay.
Wow.
That's an act of worship.
That's a big word.
That is a big word. Worship.
That's a big word. Only because like I feel like when you say something about worshiping, it's a way of ritual.
Yeah.
You know.
And I do enjoy rituals.
So
that's interesting.
Dwelling on the sad or the negative is not for you. And when others introduce gloomy or demanding topics, you may move swiftly on.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go.
That's so true.
Let's keep it moving. People may sometimes mistake this for a superficiality, but it is nothing of the sort. Never doubt that those instincts that focus on the light and the bright. Be an entertainer and tell those jokes even if some fall on stony ground. Because there is a silver lining to all things and you are the one to reveal it. People usually find, this is also, by the way, coordinated with all the other numbers, about the silver lining. To all things that you are one to reveal it. People usually find you a tonic to be with.
Wow.
What a word, tonic. Can you look that one up too? Because I don't know if I actually know.
Yeah, like what's the actual definition of a tonic?
Yeah.
Okay.
You love fashion, retail therapy.
I absolutely do love
and nightlife.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
A real cheer me up person.
I am good for a good cheer me up.
Yes.
A tonic is a medicinal substance taken to give a feeling of vigor or well-being.
Okay. Awesome. But you are not a great one for soggy heart-to-hearts. That's not true, though.
I'm good for a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
I'm good for a heart-to-heart. I don't know about soggy.
I don't know about soggy. I don't know what soggy means. You would rather stow those tissues and crack open the bubbly. I mean, yes, or we could do it together.
No, I was getting ready to say we do both.
We do both.
In the land of D, we do both.
We do both.
We get a good crowd first, and then we pop a bottle.
You have one of the greatest gifts, that of living the precious present. Yesterday has gone and tomorrow never comes. Now there are flowers to pluck, animals to pet, and children to have fun with. A child at heart yourself, you may lose yourself in playing games. You can be adept at getting on the same level as a child, and therefore you may bring out the best in them as you generally enter into their interests, giggling, skipping about, smeared with mud or paint, but always stylish.
That'll probably come out more once I actually have a kid. Because I'm not that way with other people's kids.
No, absolutely not.
I'll invite kids into what I'm doing if it's safe for them or whatever. And if they're genuinely intrigued, I won't turn them away. But I don't necessarily get on the kids' level yet, because I don't have any that I'm required to. I leave that to their parents, happily.
It's true. Fuck these kids. I
I'm definitely want to fuck these kids right now, for sure.
You long for a playmate to enjoy life with, but your light heart can be taken for lightweight, leaving you unfulfilled and wistful. Wistful. Wistful.
Wistful. We're learning a lot today.
We are doing a lot of work.
Wistful. We're doing a lot of work. Having or showing a feeling of vague or regretful longing.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yes, actually. I can see how in ways that shows up in my life. Okay. The longing part, yeah.
Keep trusting to luck for what you want to feel. Well, sorry. Keep trusting to luck for what you want will find you.
Okay.
Continue trying to express yourself because this is vital to you, but think laterally, as music and poetry may work where normal words fail.
And I'm a poetry girl. I'm a poetry girl. That's my first love, is writing. So, wow.
Wait, how many? We didn't do our destiny number.
We didn't do all 5. No, we didn't do all of them because I figured it's going to take a longer episode.
It is actually,
but.
Anyways,
for those who would like to do their own numbers, I'm doing mine out of the Numerology Bible. I bought this at my little spiritual store that I like to go to.
Nice.
You can find it yourselves. I'm not going to plug too much of that because they're not paying me to. But that's where I got that information from, just so that you guys can, know our sources and things. I believe in sourcing my info. So there's that Numerology Bible. Get into it. Definitely feel free to comment if y'all share any of the same numbers as us, or just want to share your different numbers.
Yeah.
So we want to hear all that. We'll probably share some snippets of this on the IG and stuff. So feel free to comment there.
Yes.
But yeah, so where we eating? We ate at everybody's sponsored party.
Everybody's sponsored party in New York.
And at Ayat. This Palestinian restaurant in the Industry City area of Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh my God. You can look at my day one recap.
And when I watched it, I was like, damn, I want that chicken again.
Oh my God, bitch. That's why I was glad I kept it and kept eating off it. I was like, it was blasphemous for me to throw this away. So glad I kept it. I was afraid I wasn't going to carry my bag throughout the night. I managed to keep it.
Everywhere.
It was an extra purse, bitch. I put my sunglasses in there. I put my scarf in there. I was like, oh, this is helping me out. So great.
It was great.
I could sit it down. I was fine.
Yeah,
but real though. Ayat, that place was good. They're relatively new, I think, and their staff is young in terms of experience.
I think it was training. I don't know.
I was gonna say that's what I said in terms of experience.
He didn't know shit.
He didn't know a fucking thing.
He didn't know a goddamn
honorary
thing.
with it or not. Please, if someone asks you a question, just say, "Let me get that answer for you," as opposed to,
"I have no clue.
I don't know."
I think there was something that came back. He was like, "They don't even put that in there." I was like, "Okay, got it." It was like it was a lot of like, we should have just at one point just been like, "Can you go figure out if?" That's what we should have done instead of just asking direct questions. We could have just said, "Can you ask them if this is happening?" But anyways, it was fucking delicious, and like, I wanted to eat it all. I didn't think it was going to be that much fucking food.
Yeah, we ordered more than we actually needed.
Yeah.
Like, we had extra shit we probably didn't need if I knew what came with
the hummus was good.
Oh, my God.
I do think they need to put a little bit more seasonings on the cucumber and tomato salad.
For sure. We had the salt and pepper on salad.
What else did we have?
We had the barbecue chicken with that really good rice.
Oh, my God. That came with the rice. That came with the hummus. That came with
and their naan bread. Warm and ready to go. They started us with the bread with the olive oil and seasoning. It was good.
That chicken was so good.
We ate so good.
Damn.
And then partied the night away.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did.
It was fab.
It was great. And
oh, you do have an empty glass. Good.
I sure do.
Because we're gonna cheers with a special bottle I brought. One of my first whiskey loves, Clyde Mays.
Oh, me too.
Bitch, so
are they better now? Because I feel like they got so sweet.
So, whatever this 6-year is, this special reserve.
Okay.
Girl. I brought it.
Climate has something to do with apples, right?
Does it? Girl, don't get me lying. I don't know.
Me neither.
All I know is when I first tried the brand years ago. I just remember being like, wow.
I really love
whiskey is like, it's so diverse, like what bourbon can taste like.
Right.
It was one of those for me. And I remember it's so significant. This one in Breckenridge. I just remember.
So this is one of the whiskeys that I would shoot, y'all, because one of my friends.
It's so easy to.
He was the rep for it in the city. I feel like everybody was a rep at that time. But I could have swore it has something.
Oh, and they've got this red label one on the website. Okay, nice. So we just got this in a seal box. We actually have cases of it. So at some point it will be going up for sale. And at some point we will have a Soul Palate discount code. So keep listening, y'all, because y'all only going to get the discount code if you're an actual listener. I won't be sharing it on any socials.
Oh, I love that.
I love that so much.
I love that so much. Special. So this is Clyde Special Reserve Bourbon. It's not giving me anywhere.
It's 110 proof. It's 6 years old. It's fucking delicious. I didn't even plan to like get into depth really about it on here, but we can give y'all a little bit.
No, that's it. That's fine. That's a good one.
Perfect. Because we're going to cheers with it.
Yes.
This has been a great episode.
That's literally all that they have on there.
Oh, yeah. So, there we go. You can get this on Sealbox.
Yes.
I will post about it when it's available because it's just that fucking good. I had to set an extra ball aside just in case it sells out. But yeah, I just wanted to share this one because it's one of those really good ones. I was like, let me have Kapri try this.
Nice. Let's do it.
And so, yes. Thank y'all. Thank you for listening. Nope, we're not gonna cheers yet. Thank you for listening. Comment, share, subscribe, engage, do all the things. Engage.
All the things.
We appreciate you all listening, watching, whichever platform you.
And thank you for the people that are
tap in on. Yes,
thank you for letting me know. Engage, bitches.
We always appreciate y'all telling us in person. So
we do. It's really great.
Now just translate that to
because we need that.
We know, but. Y'all know the algorithm likes engagement, y'all.
Yeah, come on.
We don't have to spell this out for you.
Come on.
Algorithm, say it with me.
Come on.
Algorithm. Shit.
Come on.
And on that note.
Yes.
Oh, did I spell it or you? I did.
It's mine.
Oh, it's yours?
It's okay.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Look.
But that was a good clang.
It was a good clang.
And did you know that clinking of the glasses, actually, this cheers and kind of was supposed to be a way that you did kind of splash your drinks into each other's, just in case there was poison in each other's glasses.
Oh, so you poison each other.
Came from
Damn, from the medieval times, from like
from
monarchy and shit. Yeah. Because so often monarchs would get poisoned as a way to
cheers it as hard as possible. Whoever cheers it with your ass,
into their shit. So bitch, if you trying to poison me. Poison and we die together.
Together.
And on that note, peace.
Peace.